This is content created by everyday people, not celebrities or professional influencers, and that's what makes it so powerful.
UGC content.
UGC user-generated content creator.
UGC creator user-generated content.
Today, we're gonna be diving into the world of user-generated content, or UGC. We're gonna explore how everyday people are dominating the influencer game in 2023 and making thousands of dollars every single month.
Your first $1,000 as a content creator, even if you have zero experience.
UGC content.
UGC.
Let's go ahead and dive in. So first off, let's talk about what user-generated content is. It's basically content created by other users instead of brands or marketers. It includes everything from social media posts to reviews to blogs to simply photos. Now, what sets UGC apart from all the traditional influencer marketing content is, number one, you can make a lot of money from it, no matter whether you're a massive influencer or just getting started, and it's extremely authentic, relatable, and quite often is more spontaneous than just some traditional shout out a brand would pay from an influencer. Now I'll show you an influencer that only has 5,000 followers that's making between $5,000 to $10,000 every single month in a moment here. But first, let's take a look at an example of a brand that tapped into UGC and they had incredible success from it. So this is a brand that you probably know, and back in 2014, Starbucks launched what they called the White Cup Contest. Basically, they went and said, hey, everyone around the country, go ahead and just draw on your Starbucks cups and then submit the photo of your creation as an entry to this contest. So what's amazing about this is this was a brand that went out and they saw the opportunity of let's engage with our audience and have a fun contest. Now, obviously there was a ton of engagement, a ton of free publicity that Starbucks got from this, but it also helped show the company's commitment to incorporating people's feedback into their brand. Now, obviously Starbucks is still a household name, so they use these types of things continuously over time, but this is a great example of how you can actually, as a brand, tie in and create user-generated content in a fun way. So let's flash forward to this year, and you can see how this strategy could be extremely effective in actually creating brand and user engagement. Now let's talk about how you can actually go ahead and make money with this UGC. So you don't have to have a large following. In fact, like I said earlier, there is an influencer with only 5,000 followers that's making thousands of dollars every single month. Her name is Salha Aziz, and she's just one of many people that are making a whole bunch of money with this strategy. And so, like I said, she's got 5,000 followers and she's been able to take home as much as $6,295 a month. Now, the thing with this is that brands out there are looking for ordinary people to shoot videos for them. In many cases, they don't even require you post the content to your social media. If you don't want to be like, hey, I'm doing all these ads, you can literally get these paying jobs and all you have to do is just shoot the video. And the whole idea is they're gonna pay you anywhere from $50 in some cases to thousands of dollars for individual videos, and you're also gonna get some free product. Now I know what you're thinking, Dylan, I have no idea where to get these gigs. Like, how do I find companies that are willing to pay me just to make a video for them? And there's several ways you can do it. So what you can do is, the best thing to do is go sign up for influencer marketplaces. There's these platforms that are actually created. It's kind of like a brand will come in on one side and then you come in on the other side, and this website is connecting you guys, right? And so they get a small piece every time they send you a deal, but it's a deal you would have never otherwise had. So I'll tell you a couple that you can actually go to right here. So number one, you've got Later. It's a creator marketplace. Basically, you go on there and you set up an account, you put some examples of your content, and then people will actually reach out to you, have you create content for their brand. There's also another one called Trend.io, and then Tint is the third one I'd recommend. These platforms provide a space for you to showcase your work for brands to discover and collaborate with you, all right? Now, if that doesn't seem like the right fit for you, or maybe you're looking for a different way to actually be proactive and not just wait for brands to come to you, well, what you could do is you could actually go and reach out to brands directly. I'm sure whatever niche you're in, there's brands that you know of, either new brands or experienced and older brands that you think align with you and your brand. So why not just go ahead and reach out to them? Let them know you love their product, and depending on how big your following is, if you're a smaller creator, say, hey, I'll make a video for you, and all you have to do is send me free product. Or if you're a larger creator, you could say, hey, I'm actually gonna go ahead and I'd love to do a sponsorship with you. Here's my package, and you'd send them your rates. And this is a great way for you to get a lot of deals coming in and monetize off social media. Now, for those of you that are not creators and you just own a brand, here's a couple of tricks you can use to actually tap into this whole strategy to either grow your brand or sell more of your product. Basically, what you want to do is go out and really understand, like, what are your brand values? What's your target audience? See, you can look for creators whose values align with yours, and then you can have them actually go ahead and do the post for you. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna break down from the brand side what they're looking for when it comes to user-generated content. Now, this is important because what this means is if you understand this, you can communicate with brands in a way that makes sense to them. And this also works if you're a brand and you're looking to actually learn how to start using user-generated content in your business. Take notes here as well. So typically a brand is gonna wanna find people and creators that align with their audience, right? If their demographic is mostly women, they're not gonna go find a man with all male followers to make content for them. Typically, they're looking for someone within their audience. So don't go out trying to find some random brand and just like do the shotgun approach and hope that something sticks. You want to be really targeted with your outreach and understand that brands you're reaching out to need to care about you and you need to be within their demographic. Now, when brands are reaching out to you or you're reaching out to them, they're not really sure exactly the dynamic. Most of the time, they have no idea how much you're going to charge. So just be aware that you want to start the conversation from a friendly place. And heck, if someone comes out with a price point that's way too low, then don't be offended because again, brands have no idea what you're going to charge. And in some cases, there's creators with small following charging $10,000 to $20,000 for one post, and you might get that. But the best thing to do is kind of feel out the market, see what other people are willing to pay you, and just say yes to get your portfolio up and start making that income come in. And if you're just starting out and a brand says, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and ship you some free product for a video, say yes. Don't be picky. There's all these people out there that are like, I know how much my time is worth, yet they're getting 0 deals. The best thing to do is go ahead and start out, say yes to whatever comes your way, and then go ahead and you can get more picky over time, but it's a great way to build up your portfolio early on. There's brands out there that are leveraging user-generated content and they're making a killing off it, and it cultivates this more personal relationship with their audience. It creates a better sense of trust and community. So if you're a brand, look at ways to tap into user-generated content. And if you're a creator, start tapping into this income machine and start making money from your following. All right, I want to hear from you guys. Have you used this system in your marketing efforts? Go ahead and let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.